Hello everyone, in this simple tutorial we're going to show you how to steal bass sounds, and we're going to do it using X-First Serum. So to start, I found this little section of bass I like. It's Willer track. We're just going to play it and just show you how it sounds. Very nice little section. And so the way you do this is that you select a single cycle out of any of these basses. I've chosen this section that has no kick or snare. It just has a little open hi-hat on it and whatever else is in the background. Now ideally you'd want nothing in the background. You'll get the best results this way, but this lets me demonstrate an additional process I'll talk about later. And so I've already selected this little waveform. It's in the same spot here. You can see it magnified. I've picked a single cycle out of this, which is where you look for repeating parts. Notice how here there's this peak and this identical peak on this next cycle. We can select our start and end of the cycle this way, and this helps to reduce the sort of annoying nonsense that happens when you normally import like the whole thing into Serum, because it'll subdivide this unless you do it a specific way. I've also included a low-pass filter on this, which I've already done for the sake of time. And so we get this. Just a little burst of sound. We hop into Serum here. Go ahead and go into the wavetable editor for oscillator A. Click Audio to Single. We select our waveform through the selector here. Just a single cycle. Notice how it makes one cycle. If you import it any other way, it won't do this. And this is really important because otherwise it'll subdivide this and try and make this section its own its own wave. It'll make this a wave, it'll make this a wave. Kind of annoying, and you won't get the end result you want. So here's just what it sounds like now. Notice how it's buzzing. I don't like that. That's probably because I didn't make a perfect cut on this. What we can do is set our grid sizes to 0. Sometimes you have to adjust them so that they actually realize they're both 0. Then we take our line tool and we're going to draw some lines on this while we mess with it, just to sort of clip out that buzzing sound. Typically you can do this by just adjusting the edges of these. The buzzing usually comes from right around the edge of these cycles. Alright, that sounds good enough. And we're going to go ahead and make this into a bass. It's really a matter of what the bass is. I'm just going to apply some pitch effects here. Now, because I had to cut off the high end of this to get rid of the hats, I've lost some of the clarity of this, so I'm going to have to add it back using EQing and distortion. And so, if you do it right, you'll have an end result that sounds rather similar. I've gone ahead and cut the drums out from a different section of the track just to overlay. And so here's what you get after you do all of that. Here's the original for comparison. Now you can tweak this to your heart's content, really. All that matters is that you have this tonality to work with, which can be really useful as a starting point for making your own basses, making bootlegs, remixes, whatever you want. I hope this helps a lot, and thanks for watching.